The Truth About Singer Taeyang. Dong Young-bae, born May 18, 1988, better known by his stage name Taeyang, meaning sun in Korean, and Seoul, when performing in Japan, is a South Korean singer-songwriter. After appearing in Jin Shin's music video Ayo, Taeyang began training under YG Entertainment at the age of 12. 6 years later, he made his debut in 2006 as a member of the South Korean boy band Big Bang. While the quintet's debut was met with lukewarm receptions, their follow-ups cemented their popularity, becoming one of the best-selling digital group of all time in Asia and one of the best-selling boy bands in the world. Following the release of several albums and extended plays with his group, Taeyang pursued a solo career in 2008, releasing his first extended play, Hot. The EP was acclaimed by critics, and went to win the award for Best R&B and Soul Album at the 6th Korean Music Awards. Hot was followed by his first full-length studio album, Solar in 2010, that garnered sales of over 100,000 copies. His second studio album, Rise, peaked at number 112 on the US Billboard 200 chart, becoming the highest-ranking album by a Korean soloist to enter the chart, while its lead single, Eyes, Nose, Lips, peaked at number 1 on the Billboard K-pop Hot 100 chart, giving him his first solo number 1 single on that chart. Eyes, Nose, Lips also earned the awards for Song of the Year at the 2014 Net Asian Music Awards and at the 29th Golden Disc Awards. Labeled as the Korean Prince of R&B, Taeyang's vocal skills have been admired by critics and he is cited as one of the best vocalists in South Korea. Biography, 2006-08, Early Beginnings and Debut with Big Bang, main article, Big Bang, Korean band, born and raised in Uijeongbu, Gyeonggi-do, South Korea. Dong Young-bae's first contact with music was playing the piano, where he enjoyed classical music composed by Ludwig van Beethoven and Franz Schubert. When his family began struggling financially, Dong felt the need to find a job to help support them at a young age. 10. In 6th grade, he auditioned and won the part of Min Sean in Jin Shin's music video Ayo, where he was introduced to and became fascinated with hip-hop music. On the occasion, Dong met Yang Hyun-suk, CEO of the record label YG Entertainment, and begged him for a chance to become a singer. As he got no answer, he went to his office personally to achieve his intention. Yang gave him the opportunity to audition, where he was successful, integrating the record label as a trainee. There, he met fellow trainee and future bandmate Kwon Ji-young. Dong spent the first few years as a trainee cleaning the studio for the other artists in the record label and fetching them water bottles during dance practices, later admitting that current artists at the time weren't friendly towards him or Kwon. In 2003, Dong provided the rap verse in singer Daesung's single Player on the latter's second album. Although Dong was scheduled to debut alongside Kwon as the hip-hop duo GDYB, with Kwon choosing the stage name G-Dragon, the plan was scrapped by their record label. Instead, they were joined by 4 other trainees, T.O.P., Daesung, Seungri, and Hyun-sung, to form the group Big Bang. Their formation was documented on television, but before their official debut, Hyun-sung was dropped and their final lineup consisted of 5 members. Dong was initially hesitant about being placed in a band but eventually warmed up to the other members. Choosing the stage name Taeyang, meaning sun, because the sun is the brightest star from the incalculable stars in the universe, Taeyang abandoned the idea of rapping to focus on singing. Following the release of several single albums, Big Bang's first album, Big Bang Volume 1, since 2007, was a moderate success, and included Taeyang's first solo song Ma Girl. The group achieved mainstream success with the release of the song Lies from their first extended play Always, 2007. This was followed by Last Farewell from Hot Issue, 2007, and Day by Day, Korean. Revised romanization, Haru Haru, from Stand Up, 2008. Both were also chart toppers. 2008 to 2012, Solo Career Development and Solar. Taeyang performing on Big Bang's Alive World Tour in 2012. After contributing to singer Lexi's album, Taeyang announced that he was going to release a solo album. Initially scheduled for a September release, The project was pushed back due to conflicting schedules with his group. Instead, Taeyang released the EP Hot in May 2008, backed by a production team that included 1TYM's Teddy Park, Yang Hyun-suk, Kush, and his fellow member G-Dragon. Moving beyond the hip-hop genre of Big Bang, Taeyang incorporated mainly R&B songs into his album, stating that it was his main focus. He expressed disappointment with the album, however, admitting that he did not write any of the songs. He later stated that he would do so in the future to fully express and incorporate his thoughts and ideas into his music. The EP produced 2 singles, Only Look at Me, an R&B song written by Teddy and Kush, and Prayer, which featured Teddy. Promotional videos were shot for both. In support of his album, he also staged his first solo concert, the Hot Concert Series. Taeyang later received 2 awards from the 7th Korean Music Awards, Best R&B Soul Song for Only Look at Me and Best R&B Soul Album for Hot. Throughout the majority of 2009, Taeyang contributed to his group's activities. After promotional activities ended, he went back to the studio to record new solo materials. 2 digital singles were released, Where You At and Wedding Dress, with promotional videos. The latter single ranked number 3 on an online music poll for a Dutch radio station. Taeyang's first full-length album Solar was released in July 2010 in 2 versions, a regular edition and a deluxe edition. The regular edition contained 11 songs while the deluxe edition, limited to only 30,000 copies, had 13 songs, including Only Look at Me and Prayer from Hot. The deluxe edition sold out on the first day of release. 2 singles were released for promotions, I Need a Girl and I'll Be There. In Solar, Taeyang put much effort into composition. Composing, co-writing 4 songs, Solar, Where You At, Wedding Dress, and Take It Slow, and writing lyrics for Take It Slow. Taeyang won the Best Male Artist Award at the 2010 Net Asian Music Awards. Both the regular and the deluxe versions peaked at the number 1 position on the Gaon album chart. 2013 to 2016, Rise, First World Tour and collaborations. Taeyang took 2 years to record new materials and participate in promotional activities with Big Bang for their Korean EPs Tonight, 2011, and Alive, 2012, as well as the Japanese studio album Alive, 2012. When activities wrapped up, he turned his focus back to preparing for his second studio album. The single Ringolingo was released in November 2013, preceding his second album Rise, June 2014. While he utilized the help of Teddy Park, G-Dragon, and Choice 37, Taeyang also involved himself with its production, producing 6 tracks. Rise became the 3rd highest charting K-pop album, and also the highest charting K-pop album by a solo artist on the Billboard charts, reaching 112 on the Billboard Hot 200 while topping the Billboard World Albums chart and Heatseeker's Albums chart, selling 3,000 copies. In Japan, the album ranked at number 2, with 48,000 units sold. Taeyang released another 2 singles to promote the album, Eyes, Nose, Lips and 1am. The former became his first chart topper on the Gaon digital chart while the latter peaked at number 7. The choreography for Ringolingo spawned numerous covers on the video-sharing website YouTube, while Eyes, Nose, Lips were covered by various celebrities, including label mates Akdong musician, Tableau, Lydia Peak, as well as Korean singer Eric Nam and Canadian pop star Michael Bublé. Comedian Yoo Jae-suk also parodied it on the popular variety program Infinite Challenge. Taeyang then embarked on the Rise World Tour, visiting 9 countries and 16 cities in Asia. The tour was concluded in early 2015 with over 100,000 attendance. At the 2014 Net Asian Music Awards, Taeyang won Best Male Artist, Best Vocal Performance and Song of the Year with Eyes, Nose, Lips. Taeyang performing in 2014, Taeyang later collaborated with G-Dragon to release the song Good Boy for YG Entertainment's new hip-hop project. The song received positive reviews, with Fuse naming it one of Best Songs of the Year, and debuted at the number 1 position on Billboard's World Digital Songs chart, the 3rd time a Korean act topped the list and the first for a male group. The music video on YouTube currently boasts over 100 million views. In 2015, Taeyang participated in the Infinite Challenge music contest, also with G-Dragon. The duet teamed up with Z.'s Hong Kwangdi and released the single Mapsosa, which peaked at number 2 on the Gaon digital chart. He also appeared in the Mnet's Show Me the Money as a feature in winner's song Minho's single Fear, composed by Zico during the semi-finals. 2017 present, upcoming album and stadium tour. On January 2017, YG Entertainment announced that Taeyang is working on his new album, alongside solo concerts. The exact date is yet to be announced. That year, he also started endorsing automaker Lexus in their newest release LC500H, composing and writing the lyrics for the song So Good for the Brand, which was released in May. Taeyang will embark on a stadium tour in Japan, with 2 shows set to be in Chiba Marine Stadium on 8th and 9th July. 60,000 fans are expected to come. Artistry. Just like the rest of Big Bang, Taeyang stands out for how serious he is about his craft and artistry, in opposition to the rest of the manufactured confines of K-pop. Through his older brother, Taeyang met pop music at the age of 6, with the music of American singer Michael Jackson. Since then he has developed his musical interests mainly influenced by genres soul and R&B. However, he became mainly an R&B singer and dancer, but is also known for fusing hip-hop, soul, and EDM with R&B in his solo album. Daes claim that his sound absorbs style influences from punk to rap and twinning current underground R&B to his native, hypersonic pop music, while AllMusic described his material as smart, hip-hop-flavored pop. Additionally, Billboard calls him one of South Korea's rare R&B stars. For his second album Rise, 2014, Taeyang states that while R&B and hip-hop are a given, there is also electronic, ballad, and rock, hoping to blend genres like Kanye West. Taeyang lists Miguel, Frank Ocean, the Weeknd and Michael Jackson as his biggest influences, in particular the latter's album XSCAPE. 60. Taeyang's voice is highly praised for its tone. Korean critic Kim Young-dae called his timbre luxurious and one you couldn't find before him, noting that instead of giving off a mechanically trained and cold aura that other idols usually exhibit, he has a warm and full emotional range. In 2015, Taeyang was voted the third best K-pop male vocalist by music industry officials. He was described as a feline and ferocious live performer by the New York Times. Once described to have moves like Chris Brown and smooth vocals like Miguel, the Straits Times highlighted his vocal prowess and sex appeal as the best traits of his performances, and claimed that his freestyled moves show off why he is often crowned the dancing king of K-pop. A review of his first solo tour stated that Taeyang's vocals glide effortlessly over the melodies as his body twists fluidly from one move to the next. But even as he dances in abandon, his movements are graceful and economical, a joy to watch. Acknowledging that he draws inspiration from the African natives, Taeyang has been criticized for culturally appropriating hip-hop and African-American culture. When questioned about his authenticity as an artist, the singer commented, "I don't think the question is really about authenticity. It's clear the cultural performances of hip-hop vary from place to place. Obviously there are a lot of outside influences to Korean hip-hop, but at the same time there are unique elements in Korean hip-hop. The culture of hip-hop obviously comes from the States. Hip-hop is a genre that's inspired a lot of my personal experiences, and Korean hip-hop is authentic in itself because we have our own unique experience, even though it can be inspired by somewhere else. We do our own thing, and when people start to like what they see, it grows and begins a new type of culture." Personal life. Taeyang is a devoted Christian with multiple faith-inspired tattoos, including a large Christian cross on his right rib cage and a mural-style tattoo across the shoulder blades depicting Jesus Christ on the cross, a centrally placed Christian cross, and Jesus risen from the dead. He has been in a relationship with actress Min Hyo-rin since 2013. Discography. Main article, Taeyang discography, see also, Big Bang discography, studio albums, Solar, 2010, Rise, 2014, solo concert tours, main article, list of Big Bang solo concert tours, Hot Concert Series, 2008, Solar Concert Series, 2010, Rise World Tour, 2015, Japan Stadium Live, 2017, Awards and Nominations, Main Article, List of awards and nominations received by Taeyang, see also, List of awards and nominations received by Big Bang. Thanks for watching the video. My channel regularly posts new videos. Remember to subscribe to watch and share videos if you see a great video, and thank you. Following the release of several albums and extended plays with his group, Taeyang pursued a solo career in 2008, releasing his first extended play, Hot. The EP was acclaimed by critics, and went to win the award for Best R&B and Soul Album at the 6th Korean Music Awards. Hot was followed by his first full-length studio album, Solar, in 2010, on that chart. Eyes, Nose, Lips also earned the awards for Song of the Year at the 2014 Net Asian Music Awards and at the 29th Golden Disc Awards. Labeled as the Korean Prince of R&B, Taeyang's vocal skills have been admired by critics, and he is cited as one of the best vocalists in South Korea. Biography, 2006-08, Early The Truth About Singer Taeyang. Young-bae, born May 18, 1988, better known by his stage name Taeyang, meaning son in Korean, and Seoul, when performing in Japan, is a South Korean singer-songwriter. After appearing in Jin Yushin's music video Ayo, Taeyang began training under YG Entertainment at the age of 12. 6 years later, he made his debut in 2006 as a member of the South Korean boy band Big Bang. While the quintet's debut was met with lukewarm receptions, their follow-ups cemented their popularity, becoming one of the best-selling digital group of all time in Asia and one of the best-selling boy bands in the world, that garnered sales of over 100,000 copies. His second studio album, Rise, peaked at number 112 on the US Billboard 200 chart, becoming the highest-ranking album by a Korean soloist to enter the chart, while its lead single, Eyes, Nose, Lips, peaked at number 1 on the Billboard K-pop Hot 100 chart, giving him his first solo number 1 single.